Hello everyone, I am Ashwini Disle, student of the Brisang Institute batch 22. Today I will discuss on technical topic that is respiratory system. Firstly, the respiratory system means it is a group of organ and tissue which help in breathing or respiration. Firstly, breathing means breathing. It is a general or physical process of taking air into the body, lungs, and expelling it. Next is a respiration. Respiration means it is the complete process of exchanging gases, which include breathing, transport of gases to the body's cell, and production of energy in the form of ATP, then expelling CO2. Respiratory system consists of upper respiratory tract and lower respiratory tract. Upper respiratory tract consists of nose, mouth, pharynx, and larynx, and lower respiratory tract consists of trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, lungs, and alveoli. First is nasal cavity or nose. It is the external organ of respiratory system. It includes external nose, nasal cavity, nostrils, and septum. External nose, it is a visible part of nose. Nasal cavity is internal passage of nose, and nostrils, the opening of the nose. Septum, which thin all separating two nasal passage. Air enters through the nose where it is filtered, warmed, and humidified. The nasal cavity is lined with mucus membrane and tiny hairs that trap dust, pathogen, and other particle. Next organ is mouth. It is not considered as a part of respiratory system, but is used as an alternate entry pathway for air. Air can also enter through the mouth, especially during activities that require more oxygen, like exercise. Next organ is pharynx. It is the muscular tube that connects the nose and mouth to the larynx. It is common pathway for respiratory and digestive system. It is about 12 centimeter long. It include nasopharynx, oropharynx, and laryngopharynx. It is in this air to move from the nose and mouth to the larynx. Next organ is larynx. That is also called as voice box. It is located below the pharynx. The larynx houses the vocal cords and is responsible for sound production. It passes air from pharynx to trachea. Next organ is trachea. It is also known as the windpipe, and rigid tube that connect larynx to the bronchi. It is 10 to 11 centimeter long. It is lined with cilia and mucus to trap and expel foreign particle. It is composed of 16 to 20 C-shaped cartilage rings that prevent it from collapsing. It passes the air into lungs. Next is bronchi and bronchioles. The trachea divided into two main bronchi, one for each lung, which further divided into smaller bronchioles. The bronchioles are small, thin all tubes that distribute air throughout the lung. The bronchioles end in a cluster called the alveoli. Next we see the alveoli. These are tiny air sacs where exchange of gases takes place. Human lung has around 300 million alveoli covered with capillaries. There are two types of alveolar cells. That type 1 alveolar cell, these are squamous for gas exchange, and type 2 alveolar cells, that is cuboidal in shape, thicker all, produce surfactant. It exchange oxygen and CO2. Oxygen is absorbed into the blood from alveoli, and CO2 is removed from the blood into alveoli. Next organ is lungs, are the primary organ of the respiratory system, where gas exchange can occur. It is present within the thoracic cavity, one on each side of heart, that is left lung and right lung. Right lung is slightly larger than left. Weight of right lung is approximately 6 to 700 gram, and left lung is approximately 500 to 600 gram. Right lung have three lobes, and left lung have two lobes. The lungs are spongy and elastic, allowing them to expand and contract during breathing. Next organ is and last organ, that is diaphragm. The diaphragm is a large dome-shaped muscle located on the base of lungs, plays crucial role in breathing. When the diaphragm contracts, it flattens, increasing the volume of the thoracic cavity and causing air to the down drawn into the lungs. Inhalation. When the diaphragm relaxes, the volume decrease and air is expelled from the lung, that is exhalation. Mechanism of respiration, that involves several steps, that is inhalation, exhalation, and gaseous exchange. In inhalation, process of intake of oxygen or air into lungs. It involves diaphragm contracts and flattens, and increase the volume of thoracic cavity, and also expanding rib cage, and causing air to be drawn into the lungs. Next is exhalation. In exhalation, process of removal of CO2 from lungs to environment. In this, the diaphragm and internal costal muscle relax, reducing the volume of thoracic cavity. The pressure inside the lung becomes higher than the outside atmosphere, causing air to be pushed out. Gas exchange. Oxygen from inhaled air passes through the alveolar walls and enters the capillaries, where it binds to the Hb hemoglobin in red blood cells. This oxygen reached to the blood is then transported to the tissue or the tissue of the body. CO2, waste product of cellular metabolism, is transported from the tissue to lung via blood, where it is the expected during relaxation. There are different types of lung volumes, that is tidal volume, inspiratory reverse volume, expiratory reverse volume, and residual volume. First we see tidal volume is a amount of air inhale and exhale during normal breathing, approximately 500 ml. Nantar inspiratory reverse volume, that is, it is the additional air that can be inhaled after normal inhalation. That is, its volume is 250 to 300 ml. and expiratory reverse volume, it is the additional air that can be exhaled after normal condition. Approximately its volume is 1000 to 1200 ml. Residual volume, it is the amount of air remaining in the lungs after maximum exhalation, approximately 1200 ml. It's all about the respiratory system. Thank you.